Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Free Your Spirit Healing. This is going to be This is going to be messages for you for your highest good for the month of March 2024. Please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me to put these reads out. It encourages me, I should say, if I can grow this channel. It kind of makes it worthwhile. So thank you for your support. Appreciate you. Oh, March has an offer. You've got an offer coming in, Sag. I love offer. And an emperor from, oh, a lovely offer. It might be a lovely offer rather than a love offer, but it's an offer from a well-established masculine energy. Strong, stubborn, maybe an Aries. Or you may be receiving some kind of payout, or yeah, I heard peace offering, but I don't know how that's relevant, but maybe that is for some of you. It may be a building, a contract, some kind of paperwork, or something of value. You're receiving something of value from you may be offered it's maybe a negotiation, some form of contract, or what's it called, like the paperwork for buildings, deeds. There might be some kind of deeds involved, deeds for a house or a building, and there's some kind of final ending to whatever's been transpiring, and the transformation that happens around it is worth celebrating. I feel that's got a very like woohoo feel to it. So even though we've got death here on the table, I feel like it's a completion. So maybe you've been waiting for some kind of payout for something for a long time, and you're hearing about it, and it may be to do with family. I feel like it's a family thing. It could be distant relatives or immediate family, or possibly something you're owed through work. There's some kind of transformation that happens. God, my words are all like there today. Some kind of transformation that happens that makes you very happy. Oh, this is so confusing. There may be something a bit yo-yo about it, or contradictory in the contrast. That's a lot of cons. There may be a con person involved. Conversation needed to be had. Lots of cons coming out. There may be pros and cons to it. Wow, there's loads of like play on words coming in from all angles. Oh, interesting. never a dull moment with your reads, Sag. Someone's going to be traveling or making a decision about traveling to the city. This may be someone who's kept things quiet. Maybe someone who's been stubborn, and that maybe they've had an ending to something to do with work or their place of their, what's that word, domicile, so where they live. Something's ended. But something about that ending has set them emotionally free. Some kind of situation to do with where they live has set them emotionally free with the ending of it. I feel it's bringing a change in their finance, and although they may have been left out in the cold or left out of something, or may have had they may have been left out in the cold, or they may have had struggles with finance, or a lack of resources to do what they want to do. I feel like whoever it is making a decision to make a move, or to speak up, to come in, speak up. Well, how about that, Sag? It's either them or you. What's going on here, please? For Sagittarius' highest good. This is a very curious read. There's a lot of kind of contrasting and back and forth, or indecision. Oh, okay. In March, there is going to be something. I heard finite. There's going to be like something has ended or is ending in March, so that an emotional goal can be met. A feeling on top of things, or feeling good, or presenting something long-term emotional, something long-term satisfactory, or feeling good. I feel like this is romantic, but there's a lot of financial bits involved with it. And there's something about a commitment or higher learning in the ending. The ending that happens causes a commitment to seeing how one can work on their emotional end game. The emotional satisfaction end game. Wow. That was a mouthful. Someone is wanting to Someone's all fired up. They're wanting to come in. But the challenge is gaining stability, I feel, because that's the one thing that's missing from all this. The person who's been really holding back is really wanting to win at all costs and to have a favorable outcome. And I feel like they're wanting to let you know, and they're wanting to work on things. They're wanting to commit. Wow, they are wanting to commit to you. And they may want to marry you, Sag. That's beautiful. They certainly have a lot to say. So maybe they're going to be opening up at long last. Or at last. Or maybe they're just going to be opening up. Maybe this is someone new. Because you have the Ace of Cups at the beginning. So is someone... Okay, so if it's someone new... Might be someone older than you, and it may be someone who's financially stable, and there may be some kind of ending that you go through with them, or that they go through, and there's something freeing about it. Wow, please write in the comments if any of this makes sense to your situation. That's so funny. Do so many different reads, and some of them make perfect sense, and some of them I'm like, how what? But some of the feedback that I've got back from people tell me that it makes perfect sense to their situation. So that always fascinates me, how it can make no sense to me and make lots of sense to you. And there doesn't seem to be many more cards wanting to come out, but you will hear news and you will get messages from this person, from the person you're thinking about, who you are connecting with. So there's someone, I feel like there's someone new who's older, who's established, but there's some kind of ending, there's some kind of finish in March to that. And then because of the finish, there is something all-encompassing emotionally, but there's someone holding back, or maybe holding you close. Someone's still romanticizing a long-term result with you. Someone you may have left out in the cold. Someone who may be challenged financially, who wants to come in and offer some kind of commitment, and they've been working on their finances and looking at what they can do to bring them closer to you. They very much want to gain control, I think, of themselves, of their finances, and of their words and their communication. They may have really struggled to communicate, because this has been a really struggling read to get out. But yeah, they may have struggled to communicate, and I feel like they are wanting to overcome that. And gain victory over that, and make a clear decision to create a solid foundation with you. And they will be speaking their truth about how they feel. Wow, Sag, that's awesome. Wow, and that's what's dominating the month of March for you, Sagittarius, is love and money. So your romantic life is going to be exciting. The decision is yours, because I feel like this may be someone who has done things in an uncomfortable manner in some way, yet I feel like it's things that they've had to overcome as well. Yeah. Resurrection. Well, so yeah, this may be something that was dead and buried, I'm getting as well. This may have been something that you've had to overcome. It may be someone coming back. I mean, we don't have any return cards here, but the way it's reading, it's like someone may be coming back from the dead, someone that you've like cut out. Resurrection. 3 and 2 is 5, and again 5 is number of change. We've got the 5 there, and okay, come back, rebirth, renewal. That's a pretty card with castles in the sky. Oh, and I'm just getting that Jimi Hendrix song. And so castles made of sand fall in the sea eventually. So yeah, old things crumble away and new rounds, new versions of things come up all the time. So this may be a redo, even though we didn't have the redo cards out. Got the resurrection, that's very much a redo. So something's coming back. Do-do-do-do-do. Homeward traveler. Homeward traveler. Completion, reunion, return. Yes, someone is returning to you, Sagittarius. This may be the love of your life, maybe a really deep soul connection for you that just doesn't go away. Something that you think about often, or you may receive this person in dream time, or they may dream about you. Maybe part of your soul family. You may have learned some really clear higher lessons from their presence in your life, and vice versa. There may have been lots of aspects to overcome with your relationship with them. And the spirit animal guides for your month of March are the eagle and the sea serpent. I really like that, Sag. That's really cool. So eagle, a higher perspective, having really wide vision, seeing the bigger picture, giving yourself the opportunity to set yourself free, to fly, to embrace life in a very freeing way, with a free attitude. Wow, that's really, really beautiful card, eagle. For me, birds, or especially eagles, they represent freedom and power and magic and wisdom. Like, they are absolute bosses of their own world, and that they are air animals, so that's to do with your thinking and your movement. And then sea serpent, So again, there's something about the eye that maybe you are seeing yourself clearer now and you are being seen. I feel like there's a watchful eye, there's insight. I feel like your insight is strong for March, and C is connected with water, is connected with emotions. So your emotions are running deep and strong, and I feel like you have the insight of knowing how to respond to your emotions, Sagittarius. Ooh, that's awesome. So feel free to look up eagle and sea serpent if you want more juice on how those creatures move in the world, and that will assist you in March. So have a good one, Sag.